So, Gaia, I'm just asking you, asking you something, because I was told that Ganesha mantra is like a sacred mantra and it should only be given by some kind of initiation. So tell me, how did it come to you?
Well, for me, firstly, the mantras just appear in life. I never seek them. They just come. Like, I go to travel in India and someone gives me a book, a totally random book from a bookshop, all in Sanskrit, and I'll open it at a page and my eyes just like gravitate to something. I don't know why, and I just start sounding it, and it happens to be a mantra, like that Ganesha mantra. Things like this happen all the time, or I just hear it from somewhere, and I understand that these mantras are sacred. I understand completely. I understand like why people would say give them carefully, but for me, I do give them carefully. Like, I spend time with the mantra once it's been seen or once it's been received. And I feel that initiations can happen in more universal ways than person to person. And that the energies of India, the energies of Bharata, and the energies of great teachers are all around. And in the spirit of like openness, honesty, sincerity, you'll receive what you need to receive. And for me, like, I have a strong sense that I am a servant of these mantra, and if they want to come through me, I'm not giving them because like I want to show off about the mantra. I'm only following the river, like where it's telling me to go. It's not even telling me with words. It's just that flow. So if it comes, and if it seems natural, I will share it. And so to me, that the great teachers, the rishis, are working through us all the time, and therefore the mantras have a life of their own along the river. And I trust with all my heart they will be shared where they need to be shared. And Bharata, as a land, is facilitating all of that.
What about that sacred Ganesha mantra? What is it telling you? Because like I listen to it every morning, and it kind of like opens my day with power, with joy, with fearlessness. What can you tell me about the Ganesha mantra?
To me, with that Ganesha mantra, it's really moving things. It has such emotion to it.
In a loving way, right?
In a very loving, wholesome way, like how you would be if you were with an elephant or with a cow. Like it's a gentle movement, but it will shift things like water shifts pebbles. And it also is very universal, so it shifts your energies in relation to meeting with people.
And humor.
Yes,
playfulness.
Yes, very playful. Yeah, playful, dancing, moving. And as you interact with all beings, it will bring through this playful humor and dance.
Thank you. Then comes the Sri Suktam. Such a sacred, powerful, it's a path on its own, the Sri Suktam.
The Sri Suktam, any such text connected with Devi, has this capacity to totally transform your life, completely transform it, but not in the way you want it to be transformed, not in your desires, but transform it to go into that place of Devi. What's the essence of Devi is receiving. That's the Shakti, the feminine. There's great power, but there's this receiving. So through chanting a Devi mantra like the Sri Suktam regularly, especially daily, when it becomes a sadhana, a daily practice, there's this thing that happens, and then we receive the blessings, we receive, and we're not trying to go out to force things anymore. That's one aspect of Devi. And so these mantras, like the Sri Suktam, they hold within them the essence of the Shakti of Devi. So in chanting them daily, this opening will happen.
Yeah, and you know what? You know my spiritual sister, who she is.
Nancy, yeah.
I don't want to say the name, but yes. Okay. So if it's okay with her to share that. We are here kind of like we celebrated and said goodbye to your mom.
Yes.
Who passed away 3 years ago exactly to yesterday's day. And I took you to a special place and left you there at a place without electricity, water, or Wi-Fi. And you went to the sea. And it was like so sacred for you what happened there.
Yes, because the sea was, you know what's strange? The day before I went to that same sea, just purely by chance, and I had my dress on and I dove into the water, and I just stayed there for about an hour and lay in the water, and it was almost like I died, because I could feel my body floating with the dress on just in the waters. And it was almost like the universe gave me that day to sort of honor those waters that would receive my mum. And then yesterday I had no idea Vivi was going to be taking me to that same beach. It's just amazing when these things happen. And the waters were totally different. They were moving, swirling. There was so much energy, like, and potency. And I suppose it just had to happen that way, because as I released Mum, the waters received her. And there was this great, like, her whole being just became one. So they were very powerful. And after that, and these tears aren't sad tears. They're just like tears of that release, like, because how can you hold on to something for so long when it needs to go back home? And our physical bodies are just a part of everything, and the fish receive, the water receive, the sky receive, and there's nothing to hold on to, whether it be grief, whether it be an idea of someone's gone. All of that is just released. So as I walked back up the hill after that, there was just a complete removal of, like, a sort of, not a weight as such, because to the grief of love, it's not weight in a bad way, but it's just a sense that it's a natural progression to let go and then live a full life before we return back to the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
No, thank you, Vivi.
And what I wanted to say in regards to the Sri Suktam is that when Nancy's, her mom had passed away, and her father passed away like 100 years old, and she had to go from the city where she lives, Thessaloniki, to Athens, and empty the family home that she was born in and her father lived. And it was such a difficult thing to do. And she says that she's been like chanting every morning, the Sri Suktam, and it was her practice. And with her husband, they were able to go. And in one weekend, they just emptied the place, cleared that space, And she said that I don't think it was possible to do. And only with that,
The chanting is so powerful, because it enables you to receive the universal energies that will help us. Like, with the chanting, every syllable is opening, continuously, like unlocking, and therefore we can begin to receive the energies that can come through us, because Devi makes things happen, but through us.
And through you.
And through you, Vivi.
Beautiful guitar, piano, harmonium, flute.
And through you and your hands and your presence and your meditation. We're all aspects of her, aren't we? And it's so beautiful when we recognize the beauty in each other, especially as women to women.